We met at the airport. I was stuck in baggage claim because they lost all of my baggage. So I was stuck there for about 6 hours waiting for my stuff. And I came outside and she was doing her little photo shoot thing that she does.
You didn't know her before you came to the country?
No, we just met at the airport and I took him home basically.
Crazy!
Yeah.
On the first day you take him home?
Yeah, what's not wasting time? You have to be sharp.
Yes. By the way, I can see you have a baby. I saw on your TikTok you were celebrating your baby.
Oh yeah.
Your son. How is fatherhood?
Fatherhood is amazing.
Yeah.
My family says I waited too long.
This
But
is his very first son, so I had to rush quickly before he ends up getting old. Before getting one. Yeah.
this is a very peaceful country. The people in general and just everybody together are just peaceful people. Pretty much the entire country is party culture.
Party?
Everybody
Really?
here is, you guys are chilling, you're relaxing, you're walking around. Even at the businesses, people are just relaxing and chilling most of the time. There's not a lot of time to party in the US. Also, my health improves when I'm here. My health massively changes.
How does it improve?
Well, after, sleeping, I sleep 4 to 6 hours a night.
You have enough
The food,
sleep?
yeah, here I get enough sleep. The food is a much higher quality. It's cleaner. It has fewer chemicals in it, and I lose weight, and I get healthier. I lose body fat. I get more energy while I'm here. Well, mainly because of good food and good rest.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another interesting video. Today I have a very special couple here and we are going to be having a conversation about their love life. This gentleman here with me is from the United States of America and our sister over there, she's a pure Ugandan. Guys, I'm so happy meeting you. Welcome to the channel.
Thank
you so much for inviting us.
Thank you. Kindly introduce yourselves to our people before we proceed.
Okay, so my name is Faith Kemigisha and I am a business owner. I have a laundry business. It's called Faith Laundry.
Hello, I'm David from the US.
David from the US. How is your love life so far?
It's great.
Love is good. Love is good. Find someone to love. OCDK. Yeah.
How did you pick interest in Uganda?
Ugandans speak English. You speak the best English of any other country that I have looked at, and it's a lot easier to not have to learn another language. And so I came here to go on a safari, but I don't want to go somewhere that doesn't speak English, that I can't communicate with people and know what they're saying. So it was just like, well, they speak English, the climate looks amazing, and I'm like, I'm not going to be hot there. And so I chose here.
You chose?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options to go on safaris, but none of the other ones speak English. Even Kenya, they try not to speak English just to screw with you. It's funny.
Wow.
But Ugandans, the national language is English, so
the
made
official
sense.
language.
Yeah.
That's right. So about your safari, how did you find the country?
I was just looking them up, but I also how did I find it?
How was your experience during your safari in Uganda?
Oh, it was amazing. You guys have some amazing wildlife. It's beautiful. It wasn't hot or cold the entire time. Just enjoyed the entire trip. Had this one coming along with me. She brought
this one.
This little one right here. She came and enjoyed the safari with me. And brought her sisters, and I met her family, and we went on a nice safari. We saw all of the animals that you could possibly want to see. We saw all the animals.
How did your friends and family react towards your relationship? Both Kemigisha and Mr. David. How did your friends and family react about this?
They were like, "Wow, what the hell are you doing?" Pretty much. And all of my coworkers and all of my like personal friends, they said it's the most amazing story they ever heard. They pretty much couldn't believe it.
Me personally, friends, families, they're very happy for us. Yeah.
My family's just happy that I'm happy. And my mom's glad to have a grandchild.
Now that you have a baby, how do you plan to incorporate both your cultures into your child's life?
So what a lot of Ugandans are not going to understand about America is we are multicultural. Where I am actually from, the leading culture is Hispanic, specifically Mexican culture. Arizona used to be Mexico before we conquered it, and the majority of the population and the architecture, the population, the building, the lifestyle is somewhat, like European, but it's also mostly Mexican culture. And we also take a lot of time and effort to integrate other cultures as we get new immigrants.
That means that our child is going to be multicultural. He's going to learn about my language. If it is learning different Ugandan languages, Luganda, Runyoro, any others, because we do want him to learn different languages and different cultures, have at least something that he knows about anything and everything, because in the future, the world we are going into, it's going to be a very useful skill to be able to communicate with different people at different levels and understand people. Even if you don't share anything in common, you still have something, a common ground. So we plan to teach him different languages, teach him different cultures, and teach him about the world, teach him anything and everything.
Majority of Ugandans speak English, so it's not like it's a big difficulty to integrate English, my only language into, into
English
Uganda.
is very easy. It's different languages like Runyoro that might come in.
But you guys got 57 Bantu languages and over 200 something total languages here.
Yeah,
I think.
it's a multicultural country, which is rare for them. They speak English only.
Yeah, we
he
got
comes
rid of.
here and I tell him like, I speak a different language with you.
Even
like, what? Him and I, we are Ugandans, yes, but they are Manyora, Mamtora. He's like, so you all have different languages?
When I turn to somebody and say,
English.
what did they say? And they're like,
I also don't know.
I also do not know. And I'm like, what?
You think they understand each
Yeah,
other?
just because they look.
Because they're all Ugandans.
That's also maybe a culture shock.
Yeah.
The fact that people here speak very different languages. I will be speaking in my language, someone else is speaking in theirs, and I don't understand it.
Yeah.
But in English, it's just a common. I love English, really. And that's why they told you he came to Uganda, because we do have a common factor of English speaking. People, when they go on the internet there and search, they say countries to destinations to go. That's what most Americans, I think, do when they're trying to find a
English
place to
speaking
go.
countries.
Yes, they first look at that because it is very hard. Let's say if you're going like India.
Oh God.
Yeah, yes, my friend. Yes, like there's a very big.
Namaste.
Yeah, so like most of them, they just search that, and Uganda is among those countries.
Uganda is a top destination for English speakers because you guys are English speakers, and that is your only common language.
Not find us speaking Runyoro, Lunyankole, Kumbe. We have our other languages.
I did not realize how
smart.
many different languages that you guys have, but it's the same as us. We got rid of all of our small local languages.
You had some languages?
Yeah, because I was about to ask you about the Native Americans. Don't they have a specific language they speak?
Well, yeah, Native Americans have hundreds of languages. They had no participation. They were completely tribal. They had their wars and their conflicts, and then they never worked together, so they kind of got wiped out. A lot of our tribes, if you go to the British Islands, you had all of these different groups of migrations where different groups just wiped them, came right across the islands. And even in Scotland and Ireland, each of them have hundreds of tribes, and that we call them clans, but it's still a tribe. Like
they speak English, or?
Well, they speak English now. We switched to English. English isn't the original native tongue of our ancestors.
if you
we
count,
all
like,
we all switched to
200
English so that we
years,
could participate.
400, it
Yeah,
is
if you go,
English.
yeah, if you go,
That is what
and there's different
matters
versions
now.
of English, but you know, if you go back to when we were still tribalistic, we didn't speak English. We had to change over to English, and we got rid of these other languages because they weren't useful to communicate. Speaking and language is about communication, so we developed a mixture of French and you know, many different local languages with French and German and Spanish and mostly Roman and Italian. You know, Latin. Latin is the root of our modern languages because Latin is a legal language, and the only languages that have pure meanings that are very useful in, like, if you're going to sign a document, right, and you're going to have a lawyer review it, Latin is the best.
As a couple, what are your future plans? And is there any initiative or project you're running currently as a couple?
Oh yeah.
And how has been the journey?
Well, currently we have a laundry business. It's called Face Laundry.
She has a laundry business.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
our laundry business. It's a family business.
It's a family business.
Yeah, we have like a small family business, and for the future we plan on doing many different ventures, like building, because he really likes building and he's an engineer, so anything that involves designing, building, his head loves stuff like that. So we plan to keep loving each other. We plan to stay.
Now that you have a child, is a special bond.
Oh yeah. Even without a child, I tell you, where are you gonna go? No way.
She won't let me.
Child or not, the bond is there, and yeah, the child really makes the bond stronger.
Yeah.
So we plan on just living life and experiencing it in different ways. You see where life takes you.
What aspects of Uganda do you love the most?
It's very relaxed. There's not a lot of stress. The people are very friendly. Ugandans are some of the most hospitable and welcoming people I've ever come across in my life, no matter where I've gone. And there's not a lot of problems.
It's peaceful.
It's peaceful.
Guns.
Yeah, there's a lot fewer guns.
I
Yeah.
guess you forget there are no guns. There's
I haven't heard a gunshot since I've been here, and where I'm from, if you don't hear a gunshot for 2 days straight, you start to
Really?
worry. Yeah, you have to go start shooting your guns outside if you don't hear anybody else.
So you miss the guns after some time when you don't.
It's nice to not worry about bullets coming through your house.
Wow.
It'll be if you guys go to the U.S., you'll be like, there's so many guns. Why does everybody have a gun? And we're like, I feel naked without a gun, but nobody else has one, so I guess it's okay. Feel like you went to a nude beach. And you're like,
So in the United States, people are allowed to walk with their guns even in the banks, in the supermarkets?
it depends on the specific location. Every establishment has the right to put a sign on the door that says no guns, and otherwise, if you're in public, depending on which state and location you're in, you can carry it as long as it's not concealed. And then if you want to conceal it, you have to get a special license, and then you can hide it, somewhere under your clothes. But in like Arizona, where I'm from, as long as you can see at least 3/4 of it are visible, then anybody can carry one. There's no law restricting it. So, but if you also go walking around with a gun and somebody wants to do something wrong, know that they do have a gun and they will shoot you first before you get a chance to draw it, because that's their only option.
So guys, baby is busy with mommy. I think he needs new.
Maybe you guys continue with it.
Okay, let's continue with
Yeah,
him.
guys, I'm going to be right back.
I'll be right back after these messages.
Yeah, so mommy is gone with the baby, but she will be joining us very, very soon. So Mr. David, how has the cultural transition been for you?
It's not that bad. It's I'm very adaptable. If you guys understood the U.S., you would understand that if you go from one location to the next, even one state over, everything's completely different. When we drive from one state to the next, that's the equivalent of driving from Kenya to Uganda or Uganda, North Uganda from South Uganda. Uganda is like the size of 2 states.
Okay. Actually, I think there are some states which are even bigger than Uganda.
Yes. Yeah, we have states that are bigger. We have a lot of space. And we also have a lot of people. Cultural differences, laws change from one city to the next. The same as here. You have one tribe here, you have one tribe there. The difference is we have every single tribe and every single race and every single person with all of their ideas, their religions. In the U.S., we have like 45,000 versions of Christianity.
45,000?
45,000 versions of Christianity. You guys have like 6.
Wow. Tell me more about that.
Well,
why those many denominations?
Well, so I'm actually an ordained minister. I have 3 ordinations.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to do, and I'm ordained Pentecostal, Baptist, and Presbyterian. And Presbyterian is really hard to get. You guys don't do ordinations, so your pastors.
Some churches do.
Yeah, some churches do, like the Catholics always do ordinations, but most of your pastors just decide that they're now a religious leader and they go into business and they start collecting all your money. Where I'm from, you have to be ordained by through an establishment, and you have to be approved of. Then you have to go to school called seminary, and then you have to study the Bible, you have to study the religion, and you have to study the specific denomination that is educating you. And it's like, and then you have to teach along the guidelines of what they say is acceptable. And if you receive any donations or tithes or anything that you want to call it, you are very, very responsible for what you do with it and for what you're teaching. And if they withdraw their ordination, you can't teach anymore. So you have to stay to script. You can't just say whatever you want and to collect money. It's a lot tougher than being a pastor here.
How long have you been here, by the way?
I come and I go. You guys don't really see me coming and going. I'll come, I'll be here a month or a couple weeks, and then I'm gone. I'll come back and I'll leave. It's really a lot of transitions back and forth. I don't even know. I've been coming back and forth regularly.
Are there any cultural challenges you faced during your stay in Uganda? Or
driving's annoying. Nobody follows the rules of the road. And the only one that gets pulled over if everybody's driving on the wrong side of the road, even if you can't drive on the side because there's a pothole deeper than your car, the only one that gets pulled over is the white guy. But other than that, I'm like, sometimes it feels too laid back for me, but it's just, I'm used to working constantly. So it feels like, it literally feels sinful to take a break, from what I'm used to.
Microphone check, I'm back.
Hello.
Hey, you're most welcome. Welcome back.
Say hi to everybody.
Hey guys, I just put the baby to sleep, so I'm back.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
So I was asking him about the cultural differences, the challenges he has faced. According to you, Faye, what cultural differences do you think he has faced? He might have not told them to me.
Cultural differences?
Yeah. Has he found any challenges?
Well,
culture-wise?
Culturally, it is more of, is it a race? Because any situation where you go with the Mzungu, it is termed like the price increases times 10.
The Mzungu price, huh?
Yes, there's that Mzungu price. There's everyone knows. Once they see a Mzungu, it changes swiftly. They forget that I'm also there. Even me, at that point, I become a Mzungu. Just because you are moving with the Mzungu, there's that Mzungu price.
Let me bring the camera
That's a
closer.
very, very serious cultural. I don't know if it's a cultural difference, cultural experience.
It's a cultural
really,
challenge.
There is no bargaining where I'm from. Where I'm from, you get the best possible price up front. It's usually 5 to 15% increase, and that's it. You don't bargain, you don't negotiate, you go to the store, it is a set price like the supermarket. Except your supermarkets have, much higher profit margins than most of our businesses.
How has your living in Uganda changed your perspective about life?
I feel like some of us in the West need to chill a little bit. And I feel like there's no reason to be as stressed as we are. And as many of the things that are stressful and difficult about my country back home, at least it's organized.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay then.
I enjoy the order back home, and I enjoy the peace here. It is true. This is a very peaceful country. There's not as many people on edge who are, fighting for their just bare existence. It's like you can exist, and you don't have to fight too hard to exist.
Yeah.
Which is just puts another level of peacefulness on. The weather's nice. There's not a lot of. There's no. Nature is not pushing you around.
So, Mr. David, are you planning to relocate to Uganda permanently, or it's either way?
You can't really retire in the U.S. You can't really live off of our Social Security retirement plans, and there's pretty much no amount of saving that you can truly do that will actually prepare you for a retirement. Working, it doesn't even matter if you're the top 10% of incomes in the US, unless you can maintain that for 30 to 40 years and you do everything right, you probably won't be able to retire there. And I think that it would be wise to create options for Americans to retire in a place such as Uganda, where education is inexpensive and you guys are in desperate need of opportunities. So I do believe that with my skills that I can create such an option, and which would employ literally millions of Ugandans and retire millions of Americans.
So right now, I would like you to say any words to someone, the both of you, to someone who is yet to make up their mind to get into something like this.
So I know most people are going to say, where did you find the Mzungu? Where did you find the Mzungu? First and foremost, go to Entebbe Airport. You might find, because that's where they come into the
country.
country.
So in that sense, you kwetega, right? You kwetega.
Yes, genda wetege ku airport, bakutegulule if you're looking for Mzungu. But be smart. Be a smart female. Work hard for yourself. Because what I know about some females, once they find a man, even if it's not a Mzungu, any partner, they do not want to work. They want to just chill and, let the man take care of them, which is also good. There are some men that are going to take care of you, spoil you without working. But there's that kind of security you have if you're working, you're earning, and you're putting something to the table or whatever. So be a smart female. If you find someone, be loyal, because loyalty and genuinity is what attracts a Mzungu. Don't think that you're going to come in with your fakeness, because they are smart. He's a very smart fella, and he sees right through a lot of bullshit. And so am I. Yes, all of us are smart, so it's just being a smart person, being loyal, genuine, be yourself, and do not lose hope, because there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Exactly.
And if you're single, be happy for others, because the energy you put out is what you receive. Send out good energy to people. Be nice. Me, I'm all about really good vibes. I'm all about chilling. And if you need laundry services, Bambi, contact me.
Don't be dirty. Use Faye's Laundry.
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. David, yes. Any last words to someone who is about to get into this kind of situation like you? Who is yet
if
to
you're in America
make up their mind?
and you would like to come over here, hit me up.
Yes.
How do they reach you?
Our
contact
social
me.
media.
Our social media.
Or-
You can reach out to Faye, or you can reach out to me on our TikTok, on the social media.
Actually,
if
you mentioned your TikToks.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so if you need laundry services, Faye's Laundry is on all social medias. Faye TV is also our social media handle name. It's Faye's
Like
Laundry.
spell Faye for
It's
them.
Faye,
I'll show it.
Phay. Faye, Phay, Faye's Laundry, Faye TV on TikTok. And as for him, you can find him in my DM also. They might not be able to see it.
Yeah, they'll be able to see.
Really?
Yeah, it's all
It's
focused.
Faye.
And then
Yours
Faye's
is
Laundry.
called.
For him,
His
it's
page
called
is called
Mr. Pink
Omuzungu.
Omujungu. Mr. Pink.
Mr. Pink
Omujungu.
Mr. Pink Zungu.
Is it Omujungu or Mzungu?
Omujungu because of Runyoro. Eh?
Yeah.
Omujungu is Runyoro and Omuzungu is Luganda. So it's
Luganda.
Omujungu because I'm a Runyoro.
Okay.
If you're Ugandan and you hit me up and ask for a Mzungu, you will get blocked. If the first 2 or 3 lines you say to me are just BS or how are you? Well, how are you? How are you? You'll get
Come
blocked.
to visit when you're contacting
And-
anyone, get straight to the point.
get to the point.
Exactly.
With the first message, you can say hi, how are you, and then give a message. If you just say hi, I won't respond, and neither was she. She is very busy. She had, if you looked at how many messages she has on her account, it's thousands. It's tens of thousands.
Yeah, but for laundry services, I'm
Yes.
open. My phone number is 0772657078. Call for laundry services.
Exactly.
It's also right here, but I don't know if they'll be
I
able
th-
to
they,
see
they won't
that.
be visible.
Yeah,
They are
I
just,
think we have already
just
shown enough
yeah,
clips
just
of
the numbers. I'll link them as well in the
Yeah.
comment section down below. So for now,
Thank you so
let's
much for
say
having us.
for now let's say
Bye.
bye bye.